Okay, so today this is like one of my first time ever I doing a react on this user goes by the name of 15-minute shame of shame. Shout out to this guy right here. That's why I describe his channel. So you see that this title is about called Jack Dorsey gets terrible news for the judge for the arrested. So shout out to this guy right here, and I'm gonna do the react on this dude right here. Shall we?
Today, I have three topics for you guys. We have Jack Doherty, who was just arraigned, and we have an update regarding his case. On top of that, we have two OnlyFans models who got arrested at the airport and made a complete mockery about it. They completely humiliated themselves. And on top of that, we have a mouth-drooling moron who is so addicted to being on YouTube that he did the unthinkable on a live stream. But without further ado, let's get started with Jack Doherty. So I'm sure you guys remember a few months ago, Jack Doherty got arrested while he was in Florida, and he got charged with possessing a small amount of weed. He got charged with, I believe, resisting or obstruction, and he got charged with a felony. Now, at the time, we thought that it was a singular pill of Adderall because that's what the news was reporting. But apparently, that's not the case because Atosi went to the court today, boots on the ground, and he found out something very different. Take a look at this.
At 9:40, they announced Jack Doherty. That's when I found out the guy who was spam calling and texting, he was there for another client who just wasn't showing up. So that wasn't related to Jack. Jack's attorney was sitting on Zoom. So that guy is apparently named Moses. So then the judge announces all of his stuff. But what surprised me with this was the fact that he didn't announce the pill or the alleged Adderall that we thought it was about.
Okay, I don't totally agree with Tozy. What he said is as when you just say is true, but when you even they got a criminal charge against the people like after the crime against about where Jack Doherty before his own action he got the crimes is that when Jack Doherty himself is trying to play playing a victim card, but Jack he's the most like idiot YouTuber before his own actions like before is that about when Jack Doherty lost everything. He actually admitted it and saying that like I lost everything. He lost his girlfriend named Timu McKinley and goes by the name Christy. And I don't know if Jack his new girlfriend didn't want him, but then there should be definitely actually broke up forever. But then when Jack Doherty he lost everything. That's why many people we don't like Jack Doherty because before his own actions, like it's before the criminal charge is that about what Jack Doherty did. So here's what he just did. He said the N word on his streams on Kick. Went to McDonald's. He said the N word. What the hard word exactly. So that's why Jack Doherty got exposed for a criminal charge. But then it was where it mattered worse. According to Nelly Reynolds, even Nelly Reynolds sucks. She's not any better than Jack Doherty. But here's what he did. According to Neon, the guy with the glasses, he also said that he tried to tell a 17-year-old tried to get a OnlyFans, which is so actually fucked up, and it actually the most dangerous. Many people said that Jack Doherty has become a predator. Probably he is a predator, but many people that said that Jack Doherty is probably a predator. Probably, but we'll have to find out exactly about when Jack Doherty before his terrible own actions before for doing that shit. So yeah, that's for sure exactly.
Announced cocaine. So Unless I misheard or the judge misspoke, that's a different substance.
It sure is indeed, and this changes things a lot for Jack Doherty because even though it's the same level felony, one is worse than the other, and
That again. But there's a people that got the crimes before what he just did about where Jack Doherty have really crimes. Talk about, oh, I just his favorite word saying like, oh, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. That's just his favorite word, and I just like feel bad about McKinley Richardson when I feel bad for her. It's because when she got pregnant when she was like 23 or 24 when Jack Doherty lost everything before he did his terrible actions about with someone like Jack Doherty's fans supporting him, saying like, "Oh, he's doing nothing." Like these fuckers, whoever said that, like saying, like, "Oh, free JD, oh, free JD." Whoever to say that, you need to shut the fuck up already. It's because Jack Doherty deserved before his shitty behavior, before his own actions. So that's for sure, exactly.
explain to you why. Because Jack Doherty, if it was a singular pill of Adderall,
And you know what's even worse? He also crushed on McLaren when his friend named Michael, when he was bleeding on his forehead because he thinks he's okay when he's not. I wish like Jack Doherty's girlfriend or his friends on his bodyguard needs cut ties with him before what he just did and got a criminal charge.
that is not in a prescription bottle, well, he could say, well, I have a prescription, or I had a prescription, or, I just bought one on the black market because I ran out. He could have some type of logical argument there. If it's blow, on the other hand, there is no defense. You cannot say anything. It's just straight up illegal. There's no questions about it. So that would be a lot worse. Now, another thing is that the reason why it's possible that at first people were saying Adderall and now the judge is saying it's blow is because it took some time to test the substance. So maybe on the spot they thought it was Adderall, but then upon doing the testing, they found out it wasn't. So that's possibly what happened. Now, also what's interesting is that Atosi mentioned that Jack Doherty didn't even bother showing up. His attorney appeared on Zoom, and he seems to think that it could potentially get him more time because he's showing he's too important to even show up to court.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think this is going to be too life-ruining for him at all. He'll probably get some community service, but who knows, because he is facing up to 5 years. So if the judge isn't having it, especially with him not showing up twice, who knows what happens. Anyway, yeah, no, those are 100% chickens. There are some chickens here.
So yeah, it may have an impact, or maybe it won't. Maybe the change of substance isn't a big deal. But yeah, I find it interesting that TMZ and all the other news organizations reported that it was a certain thing and then it's something else. But anyways, we'll keep an eye on Jack Doherty. This is the first time he might face.
Yeah, that's the first one I'm talking about. So that's where the wrap in this video. I'm making a part two about like what's going on about John and Somali. I'm making a part two on this Monday. So have a great day. This is me, Aleister Black, over the out. Peace.